Intense fear shatters the ability to think clearly. When the survival instinct takes over, the brain discards long-term strategy in favor of any immediate escape. This is the exact state we find David in during 1 Samuel chapter 21. The warrior who once stood calmly before Goliath is now a fugitive, running in total desperation from the wrath of King Saul. The literal text of this chapter records a sequence of David's failures. He lies to a priest, and he feigns madness, appearing to abandon his integrity to save his life. A reflection from a recent Bible study suggests that these moments of weakness offer a specific insight. They reveal how divine providence continues to move even when a person's faith seems to buckle. Analyzing David's escape shows that God's protection does not wait for us to be brave. It remains active when our own strength is entirely gone. David arrives at the tabernacle in Nob exhausted and empty-handed. He approaches the priest Ahimelech with a desperate plea for food and a weapon. To explain his presence, David tells the priest he is on a secret mission commanded by the king, and his servants are waiting at a prearranged location. Historically, this has been viewed as a straightforward lie, a desperate man using a false cover story to manipulate a priest. However, David's history of praising God's sovereignty suggests another reading. His reference to the king points to God rather than Saul. While born from panic, his statement functions as an imperfect acknowledgement that his life is still under God's ultimate control. The narrative shows that God does not withdraw his plan because of a believer's survival tactics. Instead, he works through those human limitations to provide the necessary bread and protection. The danger intensifies when David flees to Gath, the home territory of the Philistines. He enters the very gates of the enemy, seeking refuge with King Achish. The recognition is instant. The Philistines identify him as the hero of the Israelite armies, placing David in immediate mortal peril. David reacts by feigning a total loss of sanity. He scratches at the city gates and allows spit to run down his beard, playing the part of a harmless madman to avoid execution. This undignified behavior is often categorized as a moral low point or a total loss of confidence in divine help. Yet the Bible reflection points out that this was a clever, improvised ruse in a life-or-death moment, a strategy that led to his safe release. Despite the humiliating nature of the act, the text indicates that David remained God's chosen leader. His behavior did not negate his calling. This survival tactic became the specific means through which David escaped, demonstrating how God uses even our most desperate and undignified moments to advance a larger purpose. 1 Samuel 21 leaves us with a paradox. The future king of Israel is reduced to a begging fugitive and a feigned madman just to survive the day. This ancient struggle mirrors the modern experience of being pushed to the breaking point, where panic and survival mode take over. In those moments of weakness, the common human response is to feel that our panic-driven choices have permanently disconnected us from God's grace. The insight from the David story encourages a deeper reading of these failures. We see that God's perspective on our lives is not limited to the surface of our worst days. Divine providence operates independently of human perfection. It is a force that covers our frailty and redeems our most desperate actions. Spiritual peace rests on the knowledge that God continues to protect and guide us, specifically when we are at our weakest and most human.